What is up, Division 2 agents? This is Gamer for Life back with another Division 2 video. Now in this one, like I said on the last scout, I am going to put scouts 1 through 11 in the same video, so you guys can go to the pinned comment with all of the timestamps and go to the scout that you need, because you need to take out all of these scouts to get to the climax mission. So yeah, if you're here for the last scout, go to the pinned comment, go all the way down to scout 11, click on that timestamp. Let's get to it. So we're gonna get started on scout 1. But first, we'll go over the intel. Agent, you need to understand why Cassandra wasn't rogue. You need to know what I know. The comms aren't safe. I've left you an intel drop in the East Mall. So yes, we are going to be in East Mall. That is on the right side of the map, as you can see, in this little strip right here, and we will be doing all of our activities for Scout 1 right here in this strip. And here are your answers. 1. Complete the American History Museum mission in any difficulty. 2. Complete activities in East Mall, and as you can see, 3 activities. And 3. Eliminate enemies with the Shade skill Seeker Mines in East Mall, and you need to take out 20 enemies. Now to make this easy, I just put on my regular skill build and I put my map on normal. That way when my Seekers hits the enemies, pretty much takes them all out, and that'll be super easy. So yeah, that is Scout 1. Hope this video was helpful, and as always, my YouTube family, take it easy. We are in week 2 of the Scouts. I'm gonna give you your answers, but first let's go over the intel. I know people don't understand, but they will. You can find the next drop in Southwest. So you can see on the map here, Southwest is to the bottom right of the map in this area. So let's go over the answers for this week. First, complete the Space Administration HQ mission in any difficulty. 2, complete a bounty in Southwest. And 3, take over the choke control point. So we know where the HQ mission is. That's where we do the Theo Parnell. Of course, we're just going to do the regular mission. Get through this on any difficulty, you're good to go. And then for your bounty, tab over up top. You can see I already did my bounty that I had. But if you do not have a bounty, go do a public execution in Southwest and they will drop you a bounty. Then of course the choke control point is right underneath the castle settlement. So those are the answers for this week. So this week we are in Scout 3. For some of us it may be a little difficult, for others it's gonna be a breeze. So first let's go over the intel. Thank you for trusting me, Agent. Next drop is in Downtown East. Obviously, Downtown East is right in this area right here. Okay. Now for the answer to your first one, complete a bounty in Downtown East. Now, unfortunately for me, I had no bounties whatsoever. And on top of that, I did not have any public executions. But if you have a public execution, take those out and they will drop you a bounty. But also, if you don't have a public execution, there is another activity that will drop you a bounty, and that is the rescue operation. So if you do have one of those, take that out and they will also drop you a bounty. So the answer to number 2 is eliminate Black Tusk in Downtown East, and you can see 20 of 20 Black Tusk eliminated. Now for some of you out there, and this is something I didn't even know, apparently we don't all get the same invaded areas. So for people like me, I did not have my Downtown East invaded. Some of you do have Downtown East invaded. It's going to be extremely easy for you guys. Just go to an invaded mission, take out 20 Black Tusk, you're good. Now for me, 1, I didn't have any bounties. If you're lucky enough to have a Black Tusk bounty in Downtown East, do that bounty, take out 20 Black Tusk and you're good. Now if there's not 20 Black Tusk in the bounty, then quit out or log out, log back in before you finish the bounty, and then the bounty should still be there, and start it over again and get your Black Tusk kills that way. For some of us, like myself, I just had to free roam around this whole area and just hopefully find roaming Black Tusk, which I did, and I was able to get 20 of them that way. But that is the long way. It took me a while to do that because whenever I would find roaming Black Tusk, it would only be 3 or 4 of them at a time. So unfortunately for some of us, but some of you, it will be easy. In the answer to number 3, simple, take out the Red Dragon control point. And that is just to the north of District Union Arena. So take out this control point and you will be good. So that is a scout for week 3, my friends. I hope you found this video helpful. This is the answers to scout 4. First, we will go over the intel. I need you to know, I'm not playing games or testing you. I'm not like Keener. There's more intel in Federal Triangle. Alright, and we can see Federal Triangle is right in this area right here. Right, the answers to number 1 and 2, because number 1 was pretty self-explanatory. Take over the Navy Plaza control point, and then answer to 2, donate resources to any ally control point in Federal Triangle. So take out Navy Plaza, stay there, and donate to the control point officer. Alright, and we can see Navy Plaza control point is right here in front of Pennsylvania Avenue. And then the answer to number 3 is complete the Jefferson Trade Center mission in any difficulty. And that mission is right here beside the 1040 safe house. So those are your scout answers for this week. So we are on scout 5 and I have your answers for today. But first, the intel. When you collect all the intel, I hope you'll understand why I'm doing this. Drop is in Constitution Hall. Alright, in Constitution Hall is this little box area right here. Okay, now for our first one, it is take over Haunted House Control Point. Haunted House Control Point is in the top right corner of Constitution Hall. And for number 2, eliminate hostiles using a marksman rifle in Constitution Hall. And you can see the progress there, 50 of 50. So eliminate 50 hostiles with a marksman rifle. I just threw on a marksman rifle with Determined, and then the Chain Killer chest piece, the Walker and Harris name chest piece, and I was just one-shotting everyone. So yeah. And the third one is complete activities in Constitution Hall. And of course, 3 activities. You know, I went for the public execution and the territory controls because those were the fastest, and that will take care of that for you. So that is the video, my friends. Hope you guys found this helpful. So now we are going to get right to the scouts. You can see I have all 3 revealed right off the bat, and there's a reason for that, because we can knock out all 3 birds with 1 stone. Now, first the intel. I hope you're starting to see why I had to become Cassandra. Drop is in Judiciary Square. Alright, and you can see Judiciary Square is here all the way to the right top corner of the map, right by DZ East. So yeah, this is where you want to go. So again, all 3 are revealed right here. Eliminate hostiles using specialization weapons in Judiciary Square. Take out the center block control point and donate resources to any ally control point in Judiciary Square. And the center block control point is right here, just underneath the last stop safe house. Now what I did, you know, we need to have, obviously, take out 25 enemies with your specialization weapon. So basically what I did, and without even knowing it, is, you know, I just went to the center block control point. I put my map on normal and I went there and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to take a control point out. That'll get me some kills. Well, I ended up doing 1 activity on my way there. So I had 10 kills already when I went to the control point. So I went to the control point and I got the rest of the kills I needed with my specialization weapon. So I just decided, you know, I might as well just finish taking the control point out. And when I did, lo and behold, that was the next thing we needed to to do. So that was awesome. And then the third one was perfect. Just stay there and donate resources to the ally control point. I have your scout 7 answers this week, and they're pretty easy. But first, the intel. The next drop is in the West End. Thank you for trusting me. Alright, and if we look at our map, West End is all the way to the left, top left corner of the map, right next to DZ West. And the first answer for this week's scout is take over the Riverside gas station control point. And the Riverside gas station control point right here, just to the left of the attic safe house. The answer to number 2 is complete the Federal Emergency Bunker mission on any difficulty. And of course, that mission is all the way to the top of the map right here. And the answer to number 3 is complete activities in West End. And as you can see, 3 activities. So just go do 3 random open world activities and you will take care of that. And I am going to go over your Scout 8 answers so you can get this scout done fast and easy. First, the intel. I keep thinking about everything that's happened and everything we've done based on the intel Isaac decided to give us. I left you another drop of truth in Federal Triangle. Alright, so Federal Triangle we can see in this area right here. So this is where we want to be. Alright, and your first answer is complete activities in Federal Triangle. 3 of 3 activities. And of course, you know, those activities, you have public executions, propaganda broadcast, any of these different things. If you want to take out a control point, as long as it's in Federal Triangle, there you go. Answer to number 2 is eliminate hostile tanks in Federal Triangle. And there's a few ways you can do this. You know, you can search the open world for some tanks. If you're lucky enough to find an elite patrol roaming around in Federal Triangle, that is going to have a guaranteed tank. But, you know, one thing you can also do is go to Jefferson Trade Center because there are tanks throughout that whole mission. So, yeah, you can definitely get it done doing that way as well. And of course, as you see, we need to take out 5 of these tanks. And your answer to number 3 is complete a bounty in Federal Triangle. Of course, we can go to bounties. Now, I did not have any bounties in Federal Triangle, so what I had to do is find a public execution. I will say, it took me a few times to find one. I had to log out and log back in because I just didn't have any in Federal Triangle. So I logged out, logged back in, and eventually a public execution did pop up. Take that out and they will give you a bounty in Federal Triangle. So that is your answers for Scout 8, my friends. In this one, we are going to go over your Scout 9 answers to get this week's Scouts done fast and easy. But first, the intel. It's hard not being able to talk to you, but the comms aren't safe. I can't finish the mission if Nat finds out. Head to Constitution Hall. And of course, Constitution Hall is just to the left of the White House in this area right here. So the answer to number 1 is to complete activities in Constitution Hall. So, you know, you have your public executions, territory controls, propaganda broadcast, any of these, you know, if you want to do a control point, take 3 of these out and you're good to go. Answer to number 2 is complete a bounty in Constitution Hall. So just tab over to your bounties. Hopefully you guys have some in here, and yeah, just pick whichever one you want. I just go for the lowest one, which for me was challenging. Take that out and move on to the next one. Answer to number 3 is destroy hostile weak points in Constitution Hall. So usually these weak points are, you know, on the side of their hip. You may have some NPCs where they have it on the, you know, their backside. And if you do find one of these operator NPCs, taking out their little car will count as a weak point. And as you can see, we want to take out 20 of these weak points. So that's going to do it for this one, my friends. Now we are going to go over your Scout 10 answers for this week so you can get this done quick and easy. And this week is super easy. First, the intel. No reason to send you on a wild goose chase. There's another drop in Constitution Hall. And of course, Constitution Hall is again just to the left of the White House area, right in this area. And like I said, this week is super easy. So let's just go over all three of them real fast. So the answer to number 1 is take over the Ivy Tunnel Station and Control Point, which is this one just to the left of the Constitution Hall area. After you do that, stay right there because your second answer is donate resources to any Allied control point in Constitution Hall. And of course, we want to donate 100 to the control point officer. And then the last one is complete a bounty in Constitution Hall. Just tab over to your bounties. Hopefully you have some. And like I always say, just choose the lowest one you have. I had a challenging one, which I took out. So yeah, that is your answers to Scout 10. Super quick and easy. All right, and for our last Scout 11, the intel. We all have our roles to play, Agent. Sometimes it's not a good fit, but we have to do the job, right? Left you an intel drop in Judiciary Square. And the answers: number 1, take over the hotel infirmary control point. 2, complete activities in Judiciary Square. 3 of 3 activities. And 3, eliminate hostiles using grenades in Judiciary Square. And we want to take out 10 hostiles with these grenades. So we can take a look and see where we are going, which is to the right of the map in this area right here. Okay, and the control point you want to take out all the way up top, take that out. Then after you take that out, of course, just do 3 random activities of your choosing. Probably public executions, territory controls, those are going to be the fastest. Propaganda broadcast isn't bad either. So take 3 of those out, and then you want to take out enemies, 10 enemies with grenades. So let me just show you what I did. I just put on a skill build, a random skill build, and I threw on the collector chest piece, which is going to give us more grenades, more radius for the grenades, more damage, all that beautiful stuff. I put my map on normal and got this done super quick and easy. So that is the last Scout, my friend. If you want to see what it unlocks, now this is spoiler. If you don't want to see what it unlocks, where the climax mission is, click off the video right now. So let's take a look at this. All right, so this is where it's going to take us. The final clue left by Agent Kelso leads the division to Roosevelt Island. What she knows might change the future of the division. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Go do all your scouts so you can get to this mission. I'm going to go to this mission and, try to figure it out, see if I can do it solo, all that good stuff. Hopefully get a video out later on today about it. Hope everyone is doing good and staying safe out there. And as always, my YouTube family, take it easy.